Hi guys, I'm Susan, an intuitive, a healer. I just got back from vacation. I've been in England for a couple of weeks with family. It was really good to take a break. It was good to step outside of the everyday, to be doing something different. I don't know if any of my family found me over here yet, but if any of you are watching, hi, and it was lovely to see you. I came back to the US now and it is freezing here. It's cold, but it's good to be home. Like I said, I've been home a few days and there's a lot of information that came through. I feel like I've been unplugged for a few weeks, just giving myself quiet time. And then when I got back, it was like everything came back online. Everything started to come back. Not even in the same way that it was, things feel different. Suppose that's the power, right? The quiet times is when things really change, when you advance, when you evolve in ways you didn't notice. So I'm still understanding all of the things that have changed. But I was surprised that they didn't give me any information to share here, anything to make a video right away. I have a meditation that I need to record. It's about clearing your energy. I'm going to try and do that this week. But then this morning, there was a comment that showed up on one of the energy videos that I did, and it really triggered me. So that, I think, is what they want me to talk about right now. Like recognizing triggers, knowing who you are, knowing what you need to be triggered by. Because the comment to me, I'm sure it was really well-intentioned. It was like, thank you for the energies, but have you tried this? And part of me was like, am I not doing enough? Should I be doing more? And then I realized, it's hitting a wound for me. It's giving me something to look at, something to focus on, an area that needs some healing. Needs me to look at it. The person that left the comment, I'm sure it was really well intentioned and they've probably had good experiences with that modality and it wasn't intended in any way to be a trigger. But to me it was, because that's a wound that I hold. And I think for a lot of us that might be happening right now, because that's how we heal. Keep being tested. What are the things that we react to, that we respond to? Because if you're talking about a wound in your life and you can talk about it like you're reading a shopping list, something really general in a really unemotional way, then you healed that. You moved through it. You're in a new place. But if something triggers you, if it creates an emotional response, that's an unhealed wound. It's something that you can work on. It's an area that you can focus on. It's a way of your energy giving you that information. And for each of us, it will be different. We came here with different lessons, different wounds, different things we want to work on. For me, I know I have wounds around doubting myself. I have wounds around feeling judged. So it doesn't take a lot. And there's power in recognizing that, in being able to look at that, being triggered for a second, and then going, no, this person doesn't know me. They don't know my work, and I don't know what their wounds are. So it's not something that I should be upset about. It's just something that was there as a trigger, something that was a tool to help me to, in part, see my own wounds, but also to trigger this video, because this might help others here who are going through this. Because we get triggered every day. There's things that can happen. I know for me, there may be an email that triggers my energy, something that somebody says, a comment. It can be a family member. It can be somebody I've never met before. It can come from anywhere, but it serves a purpose. So, parts of this is looking at it. Why was I triggered? How did I feel? What were the emotions that it brought up? Is it related to something else within your life? Does it poke at something that you know, or is this something that you are not yet really aware of? But it's also about knowing yourself, knowing who you are, knowing your own worth. If you know who you are, if you know that you are strong, you recognize the value that you hold, you can look at these things differently. You can come to them from a place of strength. These energy videos that I do, when I think about it, I'm bringing through light codes. I'm working with galactic energies, with angelic energies. That's not a small thing. And, I'm not going to feel bad that I didn't do some other modality. It doesn't matter. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And it's going to be the same for a lot of people here. You may feel judged, criticized, wounded in some way by other people's thoughts, but it doesn't matter, because if you know who you are and you know what your strengths are, you know what is your purpose, you know what it is that you do, you know what you're bringing to this time, you know what it is that you're working on, then you can look at this differently. Everybody's path is different. Everybody's experience is different. And we're all just responding to what it is that we know. We're all at different places on our journey. We're all just doing what we're supposed to do. And no two are supposed to do the same. Everybody's on their own path. Everybody has their own skill set, whether you have found it yet or not. Even those who understand their skill set, there's still more to come. All of us are growing. We're evolving rapidly right now. And that's a part of the reason that we are being triggered. We are being tested. We're being given the opportunity to see, how do we respond? How do we look at these things? And I think in the coming weeks and months, it's going to happen more and more. Everybody's got these energies, these opinions, these ways of looking at the world, and they may not be the same as ours. And we're going to have to be able to reconcile that, to be able to move through it without taking everything on board, without taking everything onto ourselves. See, the cat just showed up. This is Harley. She's here to bring her energy to us all. But again, these things can be anything. It can be opinions about how you look, how you behave, things that you say, opinions that you hold. We all have them differently. We all have them happening in our own way. And if we can recognize when we're triggered, it can help us to respond differently, to react differently, to not let these things impact our energy. The way it's looking to me is almost like when we get triggered, it's like electricity in our energy, like we're tingling, like we're sensitized to something. And it doesn't need to be like that. If we can recognize these triggers, if we can recognize these responses in ourselves, we can hold ourselves differently. We can let it go more easily. We can step outside of things more easily, because we can recognize that it is a trigger. It's our energy responding to something, but not something that we need to hold, not something that we need to keep with us, that it may not be something that we need to react to. We could simply just give ourselves space. But then when you know your own worth and you know your own energy, you can come to these things differently. And it can be, how do you relate to people that have these different opinions? Because for some of it, you're going to have to distance yourself. You're going to have to just give yourself space from it. But for other things, if you can recognize and just find gratitude for what it helped you with, it can change how you relate to a situation. It can change how you relate to that person. Because now at first, they said I was triggered by the comment, but now there's gratitude, because a comment like that, it showed me wounding. Something that to somebody else may be nothing, but because of the things that I'm working through was a trigger, but also it gave me the catalyst that I needed to bring this information to you. I hope it is helpful. There's a lot of things that are coming up right now for a lot of us. This is the changing times. There's a lot happening in the world, a lot that is going to bring things back to us. But it's a powerful time. The energies are changing. The old ways are rising. The old ways are being cleared. We're being given the opportunity to clear things. And how we move through that is our choice. It's a powerful time as things end. It's a time of rebirth, a time of newness. And you can grieve what is gone. You can focus on the wounds, or you can choose how you want to move forward. You can choose the direction that you want to go. And that's the power in this. Do you let the triggers bring you down, or do you let them raise you up? Do you let them bring you to a place where you feel stronger, where you can move forward in a different way? Because that's what these times are about. They talked about energetic rebellion. If you don't feel strong, you can't push back. But if you know yourself, if you trust yourself, if you can recognize things in your own energy, you can feel stronger. You can choose your reactions and your responses. You can choose for yourself without being distracted by these other energies. And it gives you the opportunity to rise up and to be all that you hope to be, more than you hope to be. Because I don't think we even yet understand our own potential and how far we all could go. But these are the times. All right, it feels like that's what they wanted me to talk about, and I hope that it is helpful to some of you. If you are struggling right now, if you are feeling triggered, there's a few sessions that we offer, my business partner Jennifer and I, with our business Orange Light Energy. Do a healing with Metatron session. That is, to me, the most personal one that we do, the most personalized, very specific to your energy, clearing trauma, bringing up some past lifetimes to give you understanding of why you may be so sensitive to certain topics, why you may have such deep wounds and cycles that repeat. There's also, Jennifer does an Akashic record session, which is all about learning from your past, how you've done things in the past, how you've experienced them in the past. Information that can help guide you now of how you can navigate these situations. The other one they're showing me is a soul deep clean. This one started when I was doing some volunteer work in hospice. Just, I felt like there was more that I could do. And instead of doing the energy work directly, it was about clearing the way. So now I do that for everybody, because obviously you don't have to be at the end of your life for that. But it's helping you to clear karmic debt, to clear presets and conditioning, to clear dark energies, attachments, cut cords. It's a wild ride, but it can help you to clear a lot of things from your background that might be adding to triggers that you have now. Also, while things are as turbulent as they are, if you're looking for community, Jennifer and I have a Patreon group. We meet twice a month, and there's other posts and things that go on between that. But it's just a really lovely community of people who are finding their power, coming to a place where we want to do what we can to help the earth, to help the collective at this time. We work with galactic energies, angelic energies. We've done all sorts of things in that group. So if you're interested in that, I'll put the link below. But yeah, these times are turbulent. They will trigger us. They will push us to things. but we got this, you know, we're strong enough. We came here for this and we have the tools to do it. So I'm sending love to you all. It's good to be back. Happy New Year, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.